Hello everyone, and welcome back for episode 3 of the Nether campaign on Very Hard. We're gonna jump right in. Here we go. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, that's fine. I'm not sure what the heck. That's alright, right? Oh yeah, I was on auto detect on max for whatever reason in the designer. Anyway, whatever. Weird interruption. I'm gonna pause. I said I'm gonna pause. Alright, there we go. Okay, so we've expanded, we've denied the Twin Guard, I believe, a couple of... Yeah, that's destroyed. That's another resource zone we've taken. We've destroyed this spot for the white flares, and we've taken the high Lorem sandbars, and we've taken the Cordella Reef from the lightning hoods. So for now, might not be done in one episode, but we're gonna start massing our forces because we've got some decent amount of materials and territory for us right now. And yeah, we're gonna mass our forces and we're gonna try to basically blitz the lightning hoods because, well, first of all, they're friend with heretics and we can't have that. But also, if they ever wisen up and stop making that's an ampere, right? Yeah. If they wisen up and start making some of their larger vehicles, that could be a problem because the lightning hoods, they're... hover tanks don't do super well against the lightning hoods, let's just say that. And that would put us into a good spot for a target of opportunity, which is the Davy Jones outpost. And then we are probably going to try and move north and completely lock down the eastern side of the map by destroying the white flares. And we will cross all the way west, more likely. Not, but that's probably at least for another couple of episodes later. Anyway, I'll see you in a moment when we've got something going on. Alright, I'm back and we've got multiple forces that have appeared, namely a couple of Nest of Bees from the Twin Guard up in the southwest. Then there's a Scourge coming in from the White Flares from the east. And the Lightning Hoods aren't too happy with us, and they decided to send in a Caspian, and then there's the Ampere. So, yeah, I'm not gonna give them a chance. I'm gonna bring in all of my forces, and I'm hopefully gonna take them down with extreme prejudice. So we're gonna be bringing everything. I'm gonna spawn things kind of like that. This should be fine. I'm gonna be on the Arcturus because I feel like we haven't seen enough hover tanks. So I'm gonna be sitting on one. Alright, here we go. Without further ado, gonna turn off the spotlight, unpause the game, don't hold on to the weapons. Very good, very good. It's firing lasers. It doesn't look like it's doing a lot. Might be wrong. There's a lot of blocks that seem to have fallen off. The other, my Antares, is not doing a lot. I'm not sure why. It's not shooting at the Caspian, but it really doesn't look like it's doing that much. So hopefully... yeah, we're gonna be doing a lot of damage, I would think. The Shala has got its missile in the water, and I'm not sure where the other two Shalas are, but hopefully the Caspian's not gonna last very much longer. Oh, just missed. Oh, that was a nice couple of hits. Boom. Oh yeah. Laser is still firing, but it probably isn't doing very much. I'm not sure where the other two Sholas are, though. The Arcturus is... I don't know, just kind of holding, I guess? Where are the Sholas? I have no idea where the other two Sholas are. And there it goes. We're probably gonna give the same treatment to the Ampere. So we're in position to kill yet another Ampere. Now, given I've killed already 2 or 3 of those, don't be surprised if I just skip to it disintegrating. But you never know. So let's go, and I'm gonna record it. Yes, please bring everything. Gonna have to see also what happens with the Sholas, because for some reason they didn't spawn earlier. Not sure why, but maybe it's the slider, I'm not sure. Anyway. Boom. And there's still only one Shola somehow. Let's see if it's the slider. Doesn't seem to be the slider, so I'm not sure what the heck's going on here. That Ampere is not having a good day. Yep, even the torpedoes are hitting. Arcturus is just happily shooting away. Behaving a little weirdly. Oh, yes, well, it's slowing down because it's getting shot by lasers. Boom, 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 boom. That's a massive trail of blocks. For this week's showcase, we have the medium hover tank 151A and B, the Arcturus. It is currently my only vehicle that is designed to withstand unwanted attention for extended periods and to serve as a frontliner, all while dishing it right back. In terms of armament, it is equipped with dual 348mm rail-assisted APS guns firing 4-meter long pen-depth frag shells capable of penetrating yet another 4 meters of metal at a combined rate of 20 rounds per minute. To round off its offense, it is also equipped with pop-up missile pods on each side. So those are mediums and decently agile HE missiles. And it also features a pair of medium torpedoes that are relatively long and also HE. And together that makes it able to contest almost any type of enemy on its own. In terms of defenses, it has 4 medium decoys for missiles, which are rather mediocre due to the recent update, but they still help reduce the damage from incoming missiles. In addition, there is also a laser anti-munition defense system, which is far from sustainable, but also contributes to reducing the incoming damage. And then it also has smoke and shields, which we can see somewhere on the inside. Over here there is smoke, and there should be shield projectors nearby. Right here, encased in wood to help defend them against EMP. And once you've gotten past all of those defenses, you are faced with a shell of metal, further reinforced by heavy armor, and then lined with more armor to help protect it against heat and hash. Finally, the B variant's main difference is in its forward propulsion. So the original variant has its propulsion on the side pods, which left it vulnerable to damage, which would cripple its overall mobility. The turret was also up-armored. While turret detonation didn't result in critical damage to the rest of the vehicle, it was still a massive loss of damage output. And so it has extra heavy armor to help reduce the risk of it just spontaneously exploding. And with that, back to the campaign. And we're in position for yet another fight. This time it's the White Flare Scourge. Let's go.
Listening.
What is the Scourge? That's a Shola. And apparently the rest of my Sholas still didn't spawn. And that's a lot of missiles. That is mildly worrying that the Arcturus is taking this much damage. Thankfully, this is the up-armored version, so should be fine. I'm not sure why I'm not hearing the gunfire more. That's just so many missiles. And that's a lot of pew-pew. Well, it's Daka, but it's firing so fast it looks like pew-pew. I'm mildly annoyed that the Sholas aren't spawning properly, which, yeah, is not ideal. Really not ideal. Looks like the Scourge is starting to have enough. Still one gun firing though. Yeah, that's a lot of damage, but the Arcturus was built to take a bit of damage, so not too worried. We're also in friendly territory, so it can repair on the fly. Yeah, that's a lot of blocks falling off. Even with 2 Sholas missing. Yeah, it doesn't look too hot. It's got pretty massive holes. Pretty massive holes. I think we're in the clear. Quite annoyed with the Sholas not spawning though. We'll see when we have to fight a nest of bees. I'm pretty sure that's a vehicle with whatchamacallit, drones. So if its drones don't spawn either, then we'll know something's wrong. Because the game did just update, so. Speaking of which, I think that's not the most recent version of the Antares either. I did update my vehicles. Now, are you dead yet? Well, you're capsized, so, Don't really want to capture, but you know, if you're not gonna die very fast, I might consider it. But I think it's disintegrating? Yeah, there we go. Alright, very well. Very nice. Alright, so I've got the second column coming in. I've got another set of, well, an Arcturus and a Sirius, and then the Sholas. And we're starting to move into the Lightning Hoods territory, but we've met an eclipse, so it looks like they're just trying to throw all kinds of different things at us. But hopefully that's not going to matter. So we shall engage the eclipse right away. I'm going to try engaging with the Sholas just in case. That's the problem with the spawning of the drones. Slide that up all the way to the max and let us start. I was scared for a moment that I was going to spawn right in the ground. Taking laser fire, but doesn't seem to be doing that much. Once again, Arcturus is behaving a little weird. I'm not sure why it's on the left broadside. It should prefer the right, especially if the enemy spawns on the right. And this is the Sirius, and the Sirius is actually going to do quite a bit of damage to the Eclipse because it's an anti-submarine design, which means it's quite capable of hitting ships. So that should be a pretty nasty amount of damage coming in from the Sirius. Arcturus not caring very much for now. As long as it doesn't take too much damage, we can just keep pushing. And try to reach the headquarters as soon as possible. Now that's still only one Shola, and that's quite annoying for me. Because that is a fairly significant amount of firepower that's just not on the field right now. Or at least it doesn't look like it's on the field.
Listening.
Nope, it's
Listening.
not spawning its drones. I'm not sure why. But the Eclipse is despawning. Well, I'm gonna keep moving. Well, this is it. We are in range of the Lightning Hood's headquarters. The headquarters are, well, it's called the Quartz Stone. There's a couple of trade fleets, and then there's another resource zone over there, but I don't care about that. We are going to engage the Quartz Stone and try to immediately knock out the Lightning Hoods. Words. So hard.
Listening.
And of course we're going to spawn the Arcturus and the Sirius. Going to move the Sholas forward. I restarted the game. I think that fixed it, but I'm not entirely sure. We have two currents. They're just trade fleets. I'm almost tempted to spawn that as well, but might be pushing it a little bit just in terms of performance. So I'm probably not going to do that, but it's a possibility, I guess. I'm going to spawn those. Here we go, and I think that's it now. How many blocks is that? That's a bit much. I'm gonna do something like that, I guess. That does mean that we might not see the Sholas for a little while. We'll see, we'll see. Play it by ear, yeah. Let's begin the battle. Let's see if we can finish off the Lightning Hoods before they can do anything too bad. So I guess the headquarters didn't spawn. And I guess my other vehicles didn't either. So I don't like that. I'm gonna push that up to 60,000 blocks. That might do it. Yeah, now we have the Sirius. I'm gonna start like that, and we'll see as we whittle down some of the blocks. That's not the headquarters, right? No, that's the that's another building. Yeah, the Ouroboros munitions factory or something like that. Yeah. That's not unarmed, but it's gonna be a pretty easy kill, I believe. Yeah, and one of its only weapons is already damaged. I don't like where we're going, so I'm gonna just kind of move us out of the way. Now, the Arcturus is a hover tank, and it can go over land, but that's just a little bit sharper than I like. Ooh, and that's a lag spike. That could be the headquarters spawning. I'm not sure, actually. I don't think that's the headquarters spawning. I'm not sure why the Arcturus turned around. That's the Sirius over there, I believe. It's taking a minute. I'm not sure what's being fired at what. Alright, I think I can let go of the controls on the Arcturus. How's the Sirius doing? Looking fine, actually. Yeah, looking just fine. Not sure what's happening to the currents. Well, they're taking fire, that's for sure. And that one doesn't look like it's having a good day. I think it's out of materials. That or it's crippled. And that's despawning, I think. Yeah, now I'm a little concerned. The Arcturus just jumped. Well, it can modulate its altitude a little bit if there's only aerial targets, so that might be what's happened. Actually, that's probably what's happened. Is that the shoal? Yep, so the shoal is spawned, so I guess the quartzstone will spawn in last. And hopefully we'll be able to knock it out. If we take damage, it's fine, but hopefully we don't lose the whole force. That would be very bad. I think we're... Yeah, the Sirius took a little bit of damage, but oh, now I do think the quartzstone is spawning. That's... Okay. Didn't realize it has drones. I guess it does. Is that you? Because I've taken out the lightning hoods on easy, but not on very hard, and somehow I feel like the headquarters is different. I'm probably wrong. It's probably just the mimics and the colors that haven't loaded in. With that said, do I want to target fire something? I might. But for now, we'll just see. Yeah, that's just wreckage. Alright then. Spreading its fire at a few different targets. Not too sure what's happening right now. It is taking damage, so I guess the Arcturus is firing at it. Oh, the Sholas are chasing the, the current. Alright then. Don't really like the Sirius going that way, but yeah, I guess it's fine. Now my main worry is the Arcturus. Is it taking massive amounts of damage? It's taking some damage. I'm tempted to try to snipe the tower. I won't take too many shots, but I'll take some shots. Because I wouldn't want to be here forever just because we're unable to kill each other. That looked painful. I don't hear it firing anymore. So that's a step in the right direction, I believe. Yeah. Bang bang. Destroying the little fancy missile turrets. And that one is also 2 damaged. Oh, it's got a pretty massive laser over there. I don't like that. Wrong button. Can we shoot that? Actually, I don't think it matters very much anymore. It's probably just a matter of time before it goes down. That's a lot of blocks falling off. Yeah, that's the little drones. Oh, that's a Shola just, you know, taking a bath. Alright, no UI, let's just let go of the gun. The gun is fine, right? Yes. Can't say the same about the armor, but the gun is fine. This Shola has seen better days, but I guess it's not in a bad state either. Sirius is actually in a pretty good state. Just firing its missiles non-stop. Alright then, if I cut here to it disintegrating, don't be too surprised because we could be here a minute. Whew, I almost missed it, but with this, our rival technophile faction falls. So we're going to regroup, and I believe we can probably make a quick pass at the Davy Jones outpost. But I'm probably going to have to repair first, because it did do a fair amount of damage. Corporate mergers come in many forms, and this one happens to be a hostile takeover. Indeed. The Lightning Hoods, under the guidance of the 13 Sages, have decided it would be better for them to serve under you than to be eradicated. Wise. Always looking for the best angle to keep themselves above water, they latched themselves onto a shooting star that is looking to show no end to its dedicated path. Well, that's pretty accurate, actually. Alright, moving on. So, while I was busy with the Lightning Hoods, it seems that one of the nest of bees tried to sneak by. So, we've intercepted it with the Sholas, and this one seems to be going against one of my main columns. Don't ask. I'm not sure why they would do that, but, you know, I was hoping to kill them both at once. It's not gonna happen that way, but hopefully they'll die. So we're gonna move forward because there is no reason to stay quite that far back. And here we go again with the Shola, and that's laser fire. I did not expect Nest of Bees to have lasers, but apparently they do. I thought it was a missile craft. That is not at all what I expected when I read Nest of Bees. Sholas might be in a bit of trouble, although they are smoking and they're not speeding, so that should be fine? Question mark? Really don't like that laser though. Well, that's inconvenient. Let's jump onto another one. And I may have been holding on to the guns. Now it's gonna target this one because I'm on board. Possibly. Well, you know what? Then I'm going to target your lasers. Let's shoot that off. You don't need it, right? Oh, that's annoying. Come back. Come back, Miss Hoyle. Let's just let the... Well, that's less than ideal. Is it beached? Not quite, but it is kind of scraping against the floor. Kinda. Yeah, that could be a loss, actually. I really didn't expect that. Well, we aren't taking that much damage. And we are in friendly territory. Oh, that's bouncy. I would like to disable that laser though. God, the little clicky sound really bugs me. Did I just lose control? Oh well. I just missed that, didn't I? I'm not sure what got hit, but I think it was the ammo compartment. Well, it's not a loss. Some damage, but definitely not a loss. Second nest of bees, this time with an Arcturus and an Antares. That should be easier, hopefully. Maybe. Pew pew pew, yes, yes, yes. And yeah, I'm pretty sure the Arcturus can deal pretty significant damage against that. But it is shooting the Antares instead, which is not ideal. It didn't shoot it for very long though. Decided to switch, so I'll take that actually, because the other Antares has no laser defenses. Well, it has a shield, but that's it. Whereas the Arcturus has smoke and everything. That's a bit more damage than I like. And those are EMP missiles. I don't like EMP. Oh, well, it lost a chunk. The Arcturus does have torpedoes, so there's that. Can hit the nest of bees underwater. It's such a weird design. I'm not sure why it's called nest of bees either. Like, I'm not sure what about this. Looks like a nest or bees. Maybe underwater. I don't. Oh. That looks like a critical hit, if I've ever seen one. Oh, and yep. Yeah, it's dead. The white flares have decided to send in another Scourge, and so we are going to take care of it right away. Here we go. Battle begins. Bang bang. Missiles away. Lots of little red tracers. And what kind of damage are we doing? Some damage, but I think that's mostly decorations for now. It is a ship, however, and so I have a Sirius also on the field, which is, yep, going to deal pretty significant damage, I would expect. Where did this Sirius go? Oh, it's hidden behind the Arcturus, which, honestly, is the way it should be. Small missiles constantly pelting it. Oh, and that's a big one, and that's a big chunk. Well, not as big as I would have thought. Actually, this thing's tougher than I gave it credit for. It can't take an infinite number of those hits. Yeah, the guns look broken. Those missiles are pretty annoying though. But the Arcturus looks like it's doing fine, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, guns looking alright. The Lambs has seen better days though. But we are in friendly territory, so we can repair. Missiles incoming, but intercepted by the Lambs. Oh, those look like pretty solid shots. That's a lot of blocks. That's just a constant trail of carnage, basically. Yeah, it looks like it's immobilized now. And there's loot in the background. Is there a large torpedo incoming? Yep. Oh, it's taking a beating, but yep, it's over now. Despawning. Another one for the hover tanks. Here we are for our battle report for the end of this episode. So there's starting to be movement up north. However, having destroyed the lightning hoods, the steel striders are actually not at war with us currently, which is probably why they feel comfortable capturing those tiles. I'm not sure. The Davy Jones outpost is visible all the way down south, and so we're probably gonna snipe that next episode. Unfortunately, I was wondering why I didn't get the achievement for the lightning hoods, and when I first started, I got a prompt because I had auto detection on in the designer, and even though I hit reset a couple of times, which should have, you know, kept my difficulty, it says that it's now custom difficulty. So very unfortunate, kind of disappointing, but it looks like we're gonna be, well, we're not gonna get the achievements, but whatever. This is the standard settings for very hard meter, and the clock reads almost 3 hours. So 3 hours and one faction down. The deep water guard is likely to fall very quickly and easily, and we'll see how we do against the other factions. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe and consider liking the video if you haven't already. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.